Hey guys, hi, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven. Happy Vlogmas Day 5. Also, happy Hanukkah to those people who are Jewish and celebrate Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah. It's the 4th, is it the 4th or the 5th? I think it's the 4th day of Hanukkah, I think. But it's December 5th today, so whatever that is, happy Hanukkah. Excuse me. My breathing isn't always so fantastic anyway. But it is labored right now. If you've watched my last few videos about Buddy, this little stray cat that I'm taking in, he has officially stolen my heart and my soul, and he's replaced it with a solid block of concrete that fits right about here. It is almost impossible to breathe. I am taking Claritin once a day. I'm taking Mucinex a number of times a day. And I have the air going, the filter. It's not heat or air conditioning, just the filtered fan. So that's helping a little bit. But, oh, my chest is a mess. I do apologize. I'm wheezing, and it's just not good. So I figured it's day 5 of Vlogmas, and there was just nothing happening at all today to share with you beyond what I had for coffee. Iced Trenta, sweetened with whole milk, by the way. But I did find that I got to pick up 2 trips on open time. How exciting is this? Now, I don't typically hustle. You know, some people haunt Flica. Flica is the website that many airlines use, at least a few of them, to manage your schedule, bid for vacation, bid for lines, that kind of thing. Excuse me. Some people haunt Flica, and they just really, you know, go through open time and the trade board, and they do what they can to pick up trips, swap trips. They try to improve their schedule, and, you know, I'm lazy. I really am lazy. I'm quite content with being a line holder. I work my line. I'll try to pick up a trip or 2 here and there, but I'm pretty much always beaten by someone else. In our airline, open time is seniority based. This is not first come, first serve. So I will look at my requests for trips, and it's denied, always. And it's always denied by someone who is like a 6'3" number, or a 6'4", or a 6'8". I'm a 7'1". So it's always, but the people who are like 6'6" and 6'4", they always complain that people who are more senior to them get their trips. So it's just all based on seniority. And you know what? That's totally fair. I do have opinions on that. While we're talking, I'll share that opinion with you. On Facebook, was it today or yesterday, someone was complaining about how they never get trips, and it's always people who are more senior to them that they actually get the trip. And they were really complaining. They were whining. And I really have no patience for it. I've decided not to ever reply to posts like that because it won't come out right. It may not come out right here. But, you know, it is an open time system for us is seniority based. And that's fine. That's normal in the world. You know, I spent many years working at Neiman Marcus, a department store, selling extraordinarily expensive things. And those people who were there for 10 years before me, because it used to be kind of a career for many people, people who were there for 10 or 12 years before me seemed to be making a whole lot more money than me. Why was that? It didn't seem very fair, did it? I worked just as hard each day. Yeah, they had been there for 10 or 12 years developing clientele, creating an environment, and polishing their experience where they were more able and more easily able to sell hideously expensive things. You know, my friend, what the hell is his name? Oh, Christopher. This guy, Christopher, he worked for Chopard. He would sell $80,000 hoops. I mean, like an inch hoop, $80,000. And it wasn't by luck. The right person didn't walk by. It wasn't because Christopher showed up to work that day. He had been working there for years, developing clientele for years, and he was reaping the rewards for that time. Very much like flight attendants who have been working here for 10, 12 years, 7 or 8 years even. They have been here long enough where they have first dibs on those trips. It's normal in every industry I can think of. The longer you're there, the better money you make. Even if you don't work on commission, which is what we did at Neiman Marcus, or even if you're not talking about an airline, if you're talking any job, the person who has been there for 10 years is making a whole lot more money. They have raises, they had bonuses. The person who comes on board and has been working there for 1.5 years or 2 years isn't quite making that much money. And that makes perfect sense, doesn't it? They just started. The person who's been here for a long time is making a lot more money. Why is that? It's the way of the world. It does not have, it's no different in the airlines. For us, it seems to be not only the hourly raise that happens every year, but also the ability to pick up trips. For those people who like to complain, oh, woe is me, I'm a junior flight attendant, and it's not fair that more senior people get my trips. It is totally fair. That's not the tone I wanted to start this video off with, but that's what happens when you talk off without a net, safety net. So, while we're free-forming this video, I figured I would share with you a little bit about my schedule this month. So I think I told you, I was able to pick up 2 trips this month, which is just wacky. So I was scheduled, my original schedule had me working about 73 and a half hours this month. All of it blocked, no deadheads or anything, no soft credit. And so I was able to pick up 2 trips. I'll be working now 106 hours and 34 minutes. That's what my schedule shows. So I was able to pick up, because no one wants to work around Christmas, I was able to pick up, what is the new trip I got? So I picked up something off the trade board, which is when someone doesn't really necessarily want to just drop a trip, they want to really swap it for something else, or if they just can't, they'll just drop it entirely. So I was able to pick up something off the trade board, and that trip starts on the 9th. So I go to fly from Vegas to LA. That's it for the day. How nice is that? Then the next day I go from LA to oh, actually, I just lied to you. So it's Vegas to LA, and then LA to Cleveland. I have a 24-hour layover in Cleveland. If you've watched my video about my layover in Cleveland, you know how excited I am about this layover in Cleveland in the winter. Not. And then in Cleveland on the 11th, I fly from Cleveland to Orlando, Orlando to Detroit for 15 hours. I'm excited about Detroit only because they have the best treadmills. Yeah, I know. They have a treadmill where you can actually, on a video screen, it shows you walking through different terrain. You can actually walk through the Himalayas or through some sort of canyons all over. So it's really neat. And then it's a 4-day trip. So then on day 4, I'll be going from Detroit to Houston, Houston to Denver, and Denver to Las Vegas. I'll be back at about 2:45 in the evening. And the next trip I got to pick up is, I'm not sure if I should be excited or not. One of you had asked me in a comment what my plans were for Christmas. My plans for Christmas were to hit a buffet on one of the hotels in the Strip by myself, because I don't have any friends here in Las Vegas. I mean, it's been really difficult. Maybe that'll be another topic for a video. I'm friendly with a lot of people, and when I see certain people I work with particularly, it's hugs all around, and we have a great time. You know, there's no one I've really sort of made fast friends with, and that sounds more depressing than it is. It's kind of depressing. But so for Christmas, my plan was to hit a something on the Strip and have a little bit of a luxurious buffet. But the fates have changed. So I was supposed to come, I still will be working a trip. I work a 3-day that leaves on the 23rd, and it ends on the 25th. I'm back in Vegas Christmas morning about 10:30 in the morning. I was able to pick up another 3-day trip that leaves that evening. So I need a minimum of 10 hours rest between trips. And so that first trip comes in at 10:25. My report time for that trip that evening is 8:56. So it's plenty of time to come home, take a quick nap, eat something, and then head back out. That first leg is not bad. It's just Vegas to Oakland, so I can survive. So I was able to pick up 2 3-day trips, and so that gets me from a little over 73 hours to a little over 106 hours. That equals, for me at my pay grade, that equals hourly, it's probably a little bit more than $750, $770 for just the hourly. And then I figure that's 2 trips, I'd say another 200, 250 maybe in per diem. So we're talking almost $1,000 this month with those 2 trips. Of course, that will knock me up in my tax bracket for the paycheck, whatever. So I think more taxes are going to come out of that. But still, it will allow me to actually pay for a new laptop that I desperately need. The bottom 2 rows of my keyboard just don't work. Sometimes they do, but I never know when they're going to choose to work. So I need a laptop, and so that will pay for that. Very exciting that I got those trips. And so yeah, my days off, I'm going to have 10 days off this month. I did have quite a few more before this, but so I thought I would share with you that information about my schedule. And what else happened today? Nothing. I bought a new cat bed for Buddy. If you haven't watched these videos about Buddy, he does seem to have a part in all of my every thought, actually, I have these days. So Buddy has spent most of the past 2 days in the apartment with me. He wants to go out for a couple hours a day. At about 5:30 in the morning, he wakes me up and he wants to go out, and he goes out and he comes back in about noon. But other than that, he spends most of the day in the house with me, which is really, really great, except for my breathing. But now he has 2 cat beds, 2 little cubby holes from IKEA. You know those white shelving units that they have? They're very, very popular. I bought these little cubby cat holes that fit inside each of these little shelf things. I mean, cat toys all over the house. He doesn't touch them. He doesn't like them. This house is becoming, the studio is becoming the studio of Buddy. But we'll see. He is currently hiding under the bed because he really does not like these bright lights. So I'm going to turn these off, let you guys have some peace. I've only been talking for 14 minutes. Doesn't it sound like I've been talking for a half hour? I want to say thank you very much for watching. I am watching my subscriber count rise slowly but steadily, and it is humbling and exciting and thrilling at the same time. The more of you there are, the more comments I read, the more and more enthused I am about making these videos and sharing some great content. During Vlogmas, when I'm on layovers, I'm going to have a lot more time to talk with you guys, and probably have more interesting things to share. I do want to make a video. I keep looking at my screen. I do want to make a video probably around the 12th when I bid for my schedule next month. I want to share with you some information about bidding, because that seems to be a very mysterious topic. When you're in training, you're taught how to handle heart attack, or look for signs of a stroke, for human trafficking, how to pour a Diet Coke at 7 miles in the air. But bidding, you have to learn that from your coworkers. So I think I'll do a little video about bidding. I do want to make a video about wrangling children on board. I've mentioned this earlier, and I think that'll be a great video for a layover, maybe Detroit. And there's a couple other videos I have in mind. So my Vlogmas videos will not all be just random ramblings about my stray cat, my asthma, and my Instant Pot. I promise. But I'll thank you very much for watching this video. And if you have any suggestions for videos for me for the course of Vlogmas, certainly let me know. I have a couple questions I have lined up for a Q&A video I'll also film during Vlogmas as well. So if you have any questions I haven't answered already, or if you just didn't like the answers you got, feel free, drop a comment or a question below, and I will thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right? Night, guys. Bye.